Hello again. Welcome back. This is Liking the Covers once again. Coming back into the light. Been behind the shadows. I've been out of it for a while. Life's just been that roller coaster ride that's just taking me up and down and just throwing me left to right. So, but yeah, I don't mean to ramble on. See, I haven't learned how to speak English yet either. Okay, this video is for JLS Comics for his. This is for my entry for his 2K giveaway, and I even though I know that a lot of people have done contests since I was last on here, but I just haven't been able to get it together and just do it. So right now I'm doing it. But what can I say about JLS Comics Jesse that hasn't been said already? Very likable YouTuber, very knowledgeable. He enjoys this. He enjoys comics. He enjoys going out places. I mean, in his videos, he's shown stuff off. He just does so many. He has his own Thursday night live show. You can catch that here on YouTube. He does the JLS comic conversation every Thursday. So, Jesse asked for the simplest stimulations would be you be 18, be subscribed, and after you're done doing your video, you comment. But also, even though last time I did his contest, I do remember that it was for a 75th contest. He was at 75 subscribers, so I did that one then, and that was something because I was like one of the few contests I did in 2015. So yeah, I stumbled across JLS's channel through other channels, and I just started watching his videos, and then after that it was just was watching him start out, and now here he is today. I mean, he has just moved up from 2015 till now. And I hope him much success, and he keeps on growing and going, and he stays here in the community for as long as he wants. So he one of the things that he wanted us to do was to, instead of covers, I mean, he said you could show covers, but he also was saying that he wanted us to show go internally, go inside the book, and tell a story about a story that really has stuck with you through the years, and basically why you go back to it. So I have some honorable mentions. I remember when I first came back in the comics, it was the Fantastic Four, and there was two stories, but it wasn't back to back. The first arc was the Fantastic Four going up against Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom had given back Reed Richards his powers, and it was a big confrontation with the 200th issue anniversary. Then, from 204 to 214, the Fantastic Four was in with the Nova Corps, and also taking on the Skrulls, and they judged them, and they shot them with a aging ray. So that there was like the two stories that I was exposed to that I early remember. Then the other one was Spider-Man, and the one that got to me was by the time I came in was um, Peter Parker was graduating. He had just taken on the Green Goblin, and then he took on Man Wolf, the Fly. He took on Smythe. I'll learn to talk one day. But he came back. He took on him, but then he found out that Aunt May was dead, and it turned out she wasn't. But at the time, Peter Parker felt that he lost his Aunt May. But by the end of the and then also it was one of those that it was issue 200. With issue 200, that story ended, and then there was small stories throughout there, but the next one came when they introduced the Hobgoblin, and then that was many stories, Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Web of Spider-Man, and stuff, and such, with the Hobgoblin. And there was more than one Hobgoblin. There was the main one, and there was other ones that pretending to be. Then Flash Thompson got he got put as the Hobgoblin. Ned Leeds was the Hobgoblin at one point. So yeah, but the one I picked was X-Men. And the specific story that I picked was the Dark Phoenix saga. And it started with this, with issue 129. And this was the first appearance of Kitty Pryde, the first appearance of Emma Frost, White Queen. And then in 130, we met the Dazzler. And this has got stories from, I think, yeah, it's with the X-Men 120 to 144, Uncanny X-Men 142 to 144, X-Men 120, 141, then the Uncanny X-Men it became at 142, 143, and 144. And the annual 3 and 4 is in this. So there's a lot of good stuff in this one. But I also then got, I'm going to show this some material pages. This is when Phoenix and the White Queen go at each other. That panel right there, that is, woof. And that sticks with you. Those images of her being Phoenix and her going up against the White Queen. And at the time, they thought that the White Queen had died in the fight. We all found out later on she didn't. This one here, I don't have the X-Men ones, but I do have the classic X-Men. I'm still trying to find a good copy of 35 and 36, classic X-Men, which I hope to find someday when I'm out hunting. But this one here is classic X-Men 37. This interior here, let's see. This is when Scott, she's dancing with Jason, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Phoenix is dancing with Jason, and out of nowhere, um, she just goes with him. So when Scott goes to follow, I went backwards. When he went to follow, I'm not going to, because I don't know how to edit it. So when he went to follow, he found out it was Mastermind and not this character Jason. And when he went around the way there, he thought it was Jean that he was going to go up against, but it wasn't. It was the Black Queen. And she zapped him, made him scream. This one here was X-Men Classics number 38. And the next one here is X-Men Classic X-Men 39. This one here is when Wolverine takes on the henchmen of the Hellfire Club. And this one here on the cover, just like the cover of 133, had the cover of Wolverine on the front. Then this one here, Classic X-Men 40, shows, it's being turned around, that's what throws me off. She goes up against Mastermind. It becomes a one-on-one between her and Mastermind. She breaks control of his power, and right there in that panel, she makes him go insane. And this image here was the image that stuck around for a long time, that, showing insides of Mastermind and just tearing his insides out. I mean, you just put that in there, that he was tore from, she went into his mind and just shut down everything. And then this here was the conclusion, when she goes from the Black Queen and she becomes Phoenix, which goes her starting the thing of being the Dark Phoenix. Classic X-Men 41. This is when she goes in the galaxy and she destroys a planet, destroys a world, killing everybody on the planet. When I first read that, that was just, I knew that there was something, they were doing something that, wouldn't be Jean Grey. This would, Jean Grey, even back then I knew, would not do, even if she did have Phoenix and she was still, actually Jean Grey, she would have some kind of way to not let that happen, of, destroying a whole world. And then Classic X-Men number 42. This one here is the battle between Professor Xavier and Dark Phoenix. And this is the back and forth fight. And he actually wins for a brief period of time. That panel there is nice. There was Scott. And then issue 137. This is classic X-Men 43. The cover has still got the cover like X-Men 137. This is when Scott and Jean are not together. Yeah. And this is where before she loses control, she wanted Wolverine to kill her. And Wolverine, he just wasn't able to do it. He said, "Forgive me. It's just like, no way can I kill you." And she knew that Wolverine couldn't do that. So that's the part where she goes in front of that machine, and it looks like it's supposed to just zap her out of existence, make her nothing but dust. But as we find out later, Phoenix is the Phoenix and Jean Grey is Jean Grey. So yeah, because even here in this backup story, the Phoenix rises again. And then the last one, that was the dealing with the death of Jean Grey. This was a condensed story of the X-Men from X-Men 1 when they met Jean, all the way up to her demise, which was Phoenix's demise, not Jean Grey's. So that's going to do it. That is the highlights of the Dark Phoenix saga. Jesse also wanted us to tell of him of two YouTubers who he would not know, and he would sub to them. I don't have all the names in front of me, and I don't know right off. I'm assuming, okay, this is on me, that I'm assuming that, Jesse knows a lot of the ones that I know that's here on YouTube. But the two that I really, I want to put out there for any newcomers, and I know Jesse's been subbed to both of these YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers have. One is the wise gentleman, Captain Strangelife. Brain doesn't want to go. Sorry about that. But yeah, and then there's Dr. Silver Age, and also one more, Dr. Von Chilla. So, and there is, there's all sorts of, I got an idea, Jesse, if you want to look through my list of, if you get a chance, look through my list, and then you might find, because the list on the YouTube's, each one of our channels has got a list of who we're sub to, and then it gives you the opportunity to sub to that channel that you may not be sub to, if that makes any sense. I think that's the way it goes. So, again, I appreciate the fellowship and the that Jess has given to our community, has given to me. He partaked in my contest, the last contest I ran, which was a 1 year contest. I don't know when I'll get around to doing another one, to be honest. But he did the 1 year contest, and he won, along with another YouTuber, because I had two winners that particular time. And he had won the, as one of those. So again, my friend and fellow comic book brother, much success for your future. Your channel just keeps on growing and growing, and in no time, by the end of the decade, you'll just be just sitting on 5,000 or easily more than that. But yeah, just keep on doing what you're doing, my friend, and you just just be you like you are, and just keep on enjoying, having fun, and just go with the flow. So I'm finally finished. This is liking the covers 4963 with my entry to JLS's 2K contest giveaway. So until I come back with another, because I hope to get it together and get some hauls together, and I found some books I wanted to share. So hopefully I get around to doing that. So until next time, everybody take care. This is Liking the Covers out.